How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. We're on. We're not saying what it is, what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
this is Nikema Armstrong. She's on the show on Friday.
Nikema Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways. This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there. And then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what we're about to go do right now.
We already spoke about Don Lemon, the fraud he is, the liar he is. So this isn't about him, but I had to show that clip because the person he's with, Nikema Armstrong, a BLM leader, a person who led all the St. George Floyd destruction, riots, chaos. You remember those days, right? When they tore apart Minneapolis, Minnesota, and everybody cheered, all the liberals, all the Democrats in Congress were taking a knee for George Floyd, the saint, the drug addict, the armed robber. You know the person I'm talking about. Well, Nikema was behind all of that mess. And she's also behind them storming a church during a worship service. And she claims she had to raise awareness because the pastor in that church leads an immigration office in that area. And he's a white supremacist. You've got to be kidding me right now. Who cares if a federal agent is a pastor? He's in there preaching his word to his congregation. She had zero rights to go in there and cause that commotion. And she claims to be a lawyer. I don't know if it's true, it might be, but apparently if she is a lawyer, she's not a very smart one because she didn't know she was violating a federal law. She was committing a crime by going into a house of worship and interrupting the service. Those lunatics went into that church screaming, "ICE out, justice for Renee Good." You know Renee Good, the woman who tried to run over the ICE agent and she was killed. Tragically, yes, but she should have known better. Her car was a lethal weapon and the officer did what he had to do. But Nikema, she's a superstar in that community. She's raising awareness of all the injustices, all the people that were killed for no reason whatsoever. And most of these people were killed by a police officer. And we all know how BLM hates police officers. These people all need to be locked up. I'm pretty certain Don Lemon, the handcuffs are coming for him next. Because again, that clip proves that he lied. He's a fraud. He went there to get involved in Nikema's protests. And he's all over his social media platforms, calling them MAGA crazies. They're all liars. It's fake news. When he used to anchor for the biggest fake news organization out there, the liberal, billionaire-led CNN. All these people have no lives. They have no jobs. So I always say this, they're being paid to go out there and disrupt the community, to destroy communities, and to just interfere with what the federal government is trying to do, which is remove dangerous criminals from the streets. But Nikema is not all. There's another man, his name is William Kelly. He calls himself DaWokeFarmer on his social media channels. And he, my friends, is a candidate for a mental institution. Have a look at this.
Gestapo is terrorizing them. They're afraid to leave their homes. But we went in there and we preached the words of Jesus at them. Jesus said to love thy neighbor. Jesus said to welcome aliens from faraway places. But we're terrorists? They're calling me a professional agitator now? Well, yes, I am. I am an agitator because people need to be agitated. What they're doing to this nation is unconstitutional. It is inhumane. It is treason. It is disgusting. ICE is the complete opposite of Christianity. You cannot be an ICE agent and be a pastor. That is a white supremacist church. As long as that pastor is allowed to preach there, it is a hateful church. Those are not Christians. Those are evil people if they support that. So we will continue to fight. We will continue to stand up for our Black, Latino, and all communities because we care. Because we care about humanity. Because we care about the Constitution.
They've just arrested Nikema Armstrong for our protest on Sunday. You know, my lawyers tell me they have no fucking case. This use of the FACE Act and the KKK Act is complete bullshit. But let's be honest, they don't fucking care. They don't believe in the rule of law. They're fascists. They're now going after fucking the Clintons for the Epstein files? What the fuck? God damn it, people. When will you stop fucking acting like everything's normal and going about your fucking days? Get in the fucking streets now. It's time to shut this country down. We are at fascism. The republic has fucking fallen. Please, Americans, please stand up for something. Do not be the same as those in 1930s Germany. Because right now, that's exactly what you're all fucking doing. Please wake the fuck up.
So the immigration officers are a Gestapo. They're all Nazis. Anybody who's a conservative is a Nazi. All the white people in that church were white supremacists because they're listening to a pastor who happens to be a federal agent. This man belongs in a rubber room with a straitjacket around him because, quite frankly, he is one of the biggest parts of the problem. Him and all the people in that area, they literally are causing more problems than the ICE officers are because the agents, they're just doing a job. These people, that's their job, to destroy property and to scare people into joining their cause. Why is this happening in America? And why are the authorities in that state, Tim Walz, Jacob Frey, the police chiefs, the sheriffs, how are they allowing these people to be free on the street? They don't know what a peaceful protest is. They've never been to a peaceful protest. All they want to do is hurt people, mainly federal agents, mainly innocent people just worshiping in a church. It's all intimidation. It's scare tactics because they have no other way to express themselves. And if you look at that William Kelly, I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to go out on a limb and say when he grew up, he was bullied. He had no friends, and he's afraid of everybody. He's afraid of every person, of every skin color. His parents were probably never home. And that's why all of a sudden he's going to defend all the Somali fraud, all the illegal immigrant criminals that are in that area, and he wants to save them all because he has no one in his life. These people are his family. They're all lunatics. They're leftist lunatics, and this guy found his calling because he is afraid. He's afraid of what's really going to happen because President Trump is doing what he ran to do: clean up this country and make it safe again. So Mr. William Kelly, DaWokeFarmer, he's going to go to jail too because he was in that church getting in parishioners' faces and screaming at them and insisting they get out there on the street and get involved in the cause. He, one more time, is a candidate for Mental Patient of the Year. And I'm going to smile and be happy when I see him paraded before cameras in handcuffs, along with his friend Nikema Armstrong, and of course Don Lemon, because they'll all be together. And they can say whatever they want. It's injustice against the community. These people are racist, they're fascists. It has zero to do with any of that. This is law enforcement actions against known criminals being removed from an area. And these protesters are making a handsome paycheck just to go in there and do this. That's it. So William Kelly is a joke. Nikema Armstrong is a joke. And if she's an attorney, she should be disbarred. and the rest of the leaders of these movements are all disgusting human beings who should not even be free to walk the streets of our country. These people are crazy. They insist that they want peace, but in fact, they are going out there and scaring people into doing what they want, which is destroy the community that they live in. Lock them all up and let's move on with our lives.